The fan experience has really evolved from more than just the 90 minutes around football. And it started to become the fans want more from the matches. They want entertainment every day. They want 365 days of engagement, 7 days a week. We have global fans and we have global products. And what's important is that all of those customer journeys, those fan journeys for us, simplified and unified so that there is one integrated and connected and considered fan journey.
From Hamburg, Germany, for more content from the field on the podcast VTEX Live. And thanks for our sponsors, our partners all over the world, supporting this journey of interviewing great leaders. And today I have with me Jeremy Way from Man City Group, that we're gonna talk about the transformation of Man City in this global entertainment powerhouse. So Jeremy, welcome to VTEX Live.
Thank you for having me.
A club used to explore the experience only for 90 minutes in the stadium. If you win, you are a kind of a club hero. If you lose, it's a big crisis. But then Man City proves the world a different format, where you bring the experience to 365 days a year, became a hospitality experience group, and transforming the experience for the fans. Tell me more about this. How long have you been in this journey of transforming the club into a fan experience, and how it's unfold?
The fan experience has really evolved from more than just the 90 minutes around football. And it started to become the fans want more from the matches. They want entertainment every day. They want 365 days of engagement, 7 days a week. Football never sleeps is one of the sayings that people have. And I think if you look at the consumption of our content, if you look at how people are watching football, they're watching it at any point during the day, 24 hours a day, and they're watching it all year. And that's because there are some summer tournaments. That's because the Premier League is getting, a 10-month season. But it's also because football fans are craving that immediate consumption. And for us, that means that because football fans want more than the 90 minutes, they want entertainment, they want hospitality, and they want content. And so we have to change our delivery, change everything that we're doing to be able to serve those fans. And I think an important point around that is the divergence of the fans, global fans, and the divergence of the products that we have mean that it's a very fragmented landscape for a football club. Initially, a football club's engagement with a fan base was all on a match day at the stadium. And it meant that you had a single point of contact with those fans. When they came in the stadium, they watched the 90 minutes, they went home. And now they're engaging with us across multiple platforms, in multiple languages, from multiple countries, around multiple things. And they want to be able to buy different things from us. They want to be able to consume different things from us. And it has meant that we've had to shift the business model to be able to engage with those fans.
And when was it? Like 10 years ago?
Yeah, 10 years ago, certainly there was a shift in how football fans engaged, particularly during COVID also, more recently. That international fan base, the people who weren't coming to the stadium, meant that became more important. But I think that's been a long-running trend with football. If you look at the Premier League, which is, long-running now, when it started, maybe in, 1993, it was very much looking at those match day moments. But as you've grown through the ages with digital growth, with Facebook, Meta, Twitter, all of those kind of social channels. And I think they probably really exploded maybe 10 years ago when, those types of platforms didn't exist before.
And let's jump directly to these new kind of audience, like the young ones. As you mentioned, the audience changed, and the COVID just boosted this social presence of brands like Man City. Do you see like these young generation, Gen Z, engaging with the club in a different way of the old fans?
I think we did. And it's really important for Man City, particularly because the Gen Z audience is paramount for us. We're the biggest Gen Z club with the biggest Gen Z fan base. And part of that is due to the success that we've had over the last kind of 13 or so years, has grown that younger generation to become fans, coupled with the kind of growth of media, the fragmentation of media and all those channels. But I think what's important for those fans is They have probably a lower tolerance to friction. They're looking for simplicity. They're looking for those engagement opportunities. They're looking for content, and they're looking for you to be in the places where they are already. They're already digital first. They're very different from some of the older generations who have experienced media in a different landscape.
The simplicity concept. I'm writing a book about the concierge economy, the concierge commerce. I state the point that clients and customers, they are pursuing to have experience with low friction, and that's how they become loyal to the brand. So post-purchase, one-stop shop, a concierge service. Do you see these moving into the direction of the hospitality and fan experiences? It's not only for soccer, but not only for football, for other experiences as well. Like, is this a trend for any brand to explore?
Well, I think Gen Z audiences in particular are looking for speed, simplicity, and personalization. And as a part of that, they're more selective of where they spend their time and where they spend their money. And they want things to be additive to their lives. So whether that is a brand that stands for similar things to them, but they want to make sure that where they're spending their money, they're getting the most amount of returns. I think the concierge concept is really interesting because for them, they might be willing to pay a little bit more money to save themselves time, to have somebody do it for them, or to have AI or something else do it for them. But they're looking for it to be personalized to them. And that's through data. And they've got many more data touch points for Gen Z audiences, probably even some of the older audiences. They're willing to trade their data, but they also know the value of their data. And they're very astute as to, I think, their understanding of that data's worth. And for brands, that means that you can personalize and tailor your communications. You can personalize and tailor your engagement with them, but it has to be additive, and you have to be using that data in the right way.
In ultimate instance, the goal of Man City is to deliver a one-stop shop where the fans can engage in all the levels. What I heard from Greg is from parking, catering, merchandising, ticketing, everything in a very simple interface, by text, by voice, or by navigation, that they can just experience the club, not only buy tickets, but experience the whole thing. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah, we have global fans and we have global products. And what's important is that all of those customer journeys, those fan journeys for us, simplified and unified so that there is one integrated and connected and considered fan journey. We've put fan journeys actually at the core of a lot of our setup and our organization. And it's really important. So it's something we've spent a lot of time both learning. And I think that's really important for brands to say, I've got to go and learn what my fan journey is. I've got to understand my fan, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. What is their journey to a match day, a journey to a content. And once you can understand that, you can start to make sure that all of those different lines are unified into a single connected journey. Because you're right. Whether it is parking, hospitality and events, ticketing, a fan expects that to be a single journey for them, even though it might be different departments and different personnel and different households. But they expect that to be a single journey. And so they want you to make sure that we're able to plug all of those different journeys together. So for them, they can access everything in one place.
Yeah, great. So now is the session of a 1 minute merchant. So we're going to talk about a little bit of VTEX and why Man City chose VTEX. It was a huge RFP, global one. You invited all the tech partners in the world, and we end up being the selected partners. Why?
Well, you're right. It was a big process, and 2-3 years ago now, we were really looking to improve and reimagine our commerce and our customer journeys. When we went out to market, we went to go and have learnings from other industries that we felt were doing it well. But I think the standout things from our perspective of VTEX, there's really two main ones. The first one is that it's the mentality that you have, which is that our success is your success. So everything you're doing is to try to deliver success for us. And that's a sense of shared success, but also shared risk. We want to make sure that we are being as successful as we can possibly be. I think the second one is, I know that a lot of the products that you're putting together are composable commerce, AI driven, And when we look at what we need as a business, we need a business that is going to be able to, and this is what VTEX has done for us, provide the architecture that sets up our success. And it's the foundation layer that needs to go into that sets us up for all of the flexible omnichannel solutions that we need, but it's having that base layer in place. But most importantly, it's doing it with absolutely no impact on the current systems. Because for us, as we said, football's 365, 24/7. Yeah. What we can't do is have an interruption to our current delivery. So we need to make sure that the integrations are seamless, are simple, but also are being done in a way that means that they can be done alongside your legacy systems, and then that they can be switched over with no interruptions. And that was so important for us because we needed a robust but flexible but simple solution. Now that sounds complex, but the important thing is that you gave it to us in a really simple way, and I think that's what made VTEX stand out for us.
Yeah, no, we are really excited about the project. It's when we received the challenge to participate, was something that they say, oh, it's pretty ambitious, and if you have ambition, and if you don't have the way to deliver, that's just craziness, right? But when we saw the project, we understood that Man City knew exactly where it wants to land, and that's why we buy like the idea of partnering with Man City and delivering these great experience. So pretty excited from our side to partner with Man City. Third question, connected commerce. To bring from the launch of a new jersey, from the field, to buying a parking ticket, to buy catering in your seat and have it delivered, to reserve your ticketing plus your hotel. Today, Man City actually is like, in the way I would like to call it, is like the Disney World of soccer. It's the Disney World of football. You're just being served in all the senses.
We're launching a hotel in Manchester. There's a 401 room hotel that we're just building in the North Stand.
Yeah.
It's going to be operated by Radisson Group, but it's going to be one of the biggest hotels in the North.
And that's always part of the same vision.
Yeah.
To unite the fans into one big experience, and you're just executing. So any like results that you see in the fans already? They already realize this big vision or not?
I think fans recognize, and we recognize, that football is an entertainment industry. You know, we are looking to entertain. We like to play beautiful football, and one of the reasons we like to play beautiful football is because it's entertaining. We want people to enjoy watching us play. And I think anybody who will sit and watch a game of 90 minutes watching, you know, Bernardo Silva and Rodri and Haaland and some of the stars that we have in the team playing so well would agree that we've moved into that entertainment space. But that entertainment space means that we have more products and more diversity of offerings for fans. When we build the new North Stand, we will have zip wires and we will have hotels and all sorts. Right now, we've launched with VTEX on our journey. So we've delivered phase one, and we're already seeing that it is a simplified journey for fans. It's reduced friction, and it's something which we're now really excited about rolling out further, because I think for the products that come on board soon, for the different, you know, all of the different areas of Medlock Square in the entertainment district, that's when, as you mentioned, all of those different product streams start to feed into a single unified customer journey for fans. What we have noticed with fans already, I think, is that, you know, when they come to a stadium, they do want that to be an easy access, an easy journey for them. They do want to be able to do all of the things that you've mentioned and have all of those parts of the business talk to each other, so that you recognize if you're driving and other things. Because otherwise it feels like you're talking to multiple different clubs, and we're one club. So it's really important that we have one voice.
Yeah, and that's likely the way of building the brand itself of a Man City beyond the football club. It's a brand that's now admired by the world. Like, we are here in Hamburg, Germany, and we do have behind me like the jerseys of Man City. Yeah. Everybody stops by, and we are not in the country of Man City, but people are passionate about. People stops by to take photo and get like the jersey. It's a company more than a club, or it's a club that transforms itself into a business. Your message for any club, any federation, any league, any sports kind of business in the world, why they should become also an entertainment group?
I think people expect more. Fans expect more than just the 90 minutes on the pitch, as we said earlier. So, we're looking for ways to be able to offer more value to fans. And I think this is a trend you're seeing, particularly across the US, but also everywhere else. You're seeing the districts around stadiums become more populous with these different offerings, whether that is here in Hamburg, in Munich, whether that's in New York and other areas. And we're doing a lot of infrastructure work as a group around the world. But those entertainment districts are becoming more and more important because you're building a space which seats 60,000 fans. So when we build the new North Stand, which we hope to open later this month, we will increase our capacity to 60,000. But we play approximately 30 matches there a year. So we're only really utilizing that area 30 days a year. We have conferences and events which run through the rest of the year. What we're looking for is to try and create these entertainment zones so that a fan can come and experience the stadium anytime.
Like visiting tours.
Tours, as I say, zip wires, roof walks, hotels. We have retail, we have food and beverage, hospitality, museums. So all of these things we are building in our entertainment district area, in the Medlock Square area.
So it's fair to say that you are looking for the fans not only for the game, but to the entire week. They spend and experience like you foresee like visiting like the locker rooms, visiting like sometimes a VIP engagement with players. So you're gonna expand this to the very detail of what can call the concierge experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the products are becoming more diverse. So whether that is a VIP tour, walking around a stadium with a legend, whether that is, a self-guided tour or a virtual reality experience, whether that's looking around the campus and the academy, going on the roof wall, or, as I say, taking the zip wire. I think the range of opportunities now becoming greater, and essentially stadiums and these entertainment districts are becoming more like destination. And that's really important because, as I say, it drives more traffic and the food and beverage is open all week, all year. So how can we drive more footfall through some of these locations, but offering a really great experience? Like, it has to be a great touch point and a great experience that lives up to the brand Manchester City promise.
So thank you, Jeremy. This is a very fast episode of VTEX Live. We are live from Hamburg, OMR Festival.
Before we go, I do have a gift for you.
Please.
When your colleague sat down with Greg in the stadium in Manchester, he gave out a shirt. Now I have a very special version of that shirt for you here. This is a signed shirt.
Wow.
From Bernardo Silva. So Bernardo has signed it. Now it's Bernardo's last season with us. He's announced he's retiring Manchester City. So this is a signed shirt.
Wow.
With Bernardo Silva's signature on it.
Oh my goodness. For real?
For you to take home. It's real, it's authenticated. It's got the proper authenticity.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolute pleasure.
Let me show. I'm not changing my Flamengo's jersey by Manchester, but when I am in England and when in terms of Premier, I am a Man City fan. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that's
lovely to spend time with you.
Wow, wonderful.